Rebels about to kick it away and get this season started. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the UMass Minutemen head out on offense, and they'll take control first. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They go to the ground. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Minutemen with a ton of work to do here on 3rd down. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. And some room to work. All right, guys, let's take a minute and think about UMass. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year that teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. The Rebels offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
To the air on 1st down. He makes the grab. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. They'll go back to the ground. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
How about this defense coming out the gates, first drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Takes the handoff. It's Allen. Let's talk for just a second about UMass. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The give out of the gun. Finding open areas. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Minutemen can explore that playbook on second and short. He'll keep it himself. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? The give to the tailback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UMass!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The UMass offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Got room to work. What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Trying to get it to the marker. Looks as if he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a first down UMass. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Now he's looking to throw it. Hauls it in. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll go to the air. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that is just what you wanted. You get a 1st and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Takes it the other way. Oh, what a cut. He scampers out of bounds right at the 19-yard line, and man, are they set up.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, UMass! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Looking downfield on first down. A little screen to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Rebels will hustle to the line. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lofts one high and deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The UMass offense returns to the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ready to fire from the pistol. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right on the money. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. UMass now faces a 3rd and short. Firing to the right, complete. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Looking to throw on first down. On target. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll pull it on the read. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Minutemen!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. So that drive covered 29 yards. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Coming out with it, it's Flowers. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Caught over the middle. It's Beal. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Lost a throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
And the Rebels decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's got 50 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Power football with the run. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. UMass to the line on 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. On first down from the 13-yard line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Grabbed behind the line. It's Allen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Allen. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Buffalo is just crushing it out there right now. Almost reminds me of Bills Mafia at a tailgate. They're up by 28 over the Stallions. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll pull it down and run. Wide open, he makes the catch. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. It's James. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. Give to the running back. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Breaks into the open. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun. The running back has it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. A little release to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? And it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now. And the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way. And that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The UMass offense returns to the field. On the ground, it's Allen. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
The give to the back. Creates a little space. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
It's another first down for the offense.
To the ground. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. A full dive to haul that one in. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Brings up 2nd down.
Leaves it with the running back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Minutemen! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent, beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
34, Coyotes, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Rebels send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defense...
Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UMass to the line, facing 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They'll run the screen. Still running at the 40. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. UMass lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
He'll bring it out. It's James. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll haul it in right around the logo. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The UMass offense returns to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
That's the end of the period, and it's UMass out front. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. Finds a spot in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. He'll pull it on the read. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UMass!
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Buffalo has been able to call its shots offensively. As impressive a performance as I've seen from this group in some time. They're up by 21 over the Stallions. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the up. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, this defense is eyeing the scoreboard. You know they're looking up there. They want to keep this goose egg intact. They've been so good all game long. Still playing with phenomenal effort here in the 4th quarter, creating that fumble and takeaway.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. 1st and goal from the 10. Spins away from the defense. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UMass!
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass on second down. Fakes to grab. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The UMass offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He'll do it himself. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Minutemen! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man. It's Hainsworth. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The kick is on its way. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Now on the move.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Zings it complete to the right. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
0 points on the day. That's really all you have to say about this offense. It's been a struggle fest. They've been riding the struggle bus. They haven't done anything right today.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to the big tight end. They found something along that right sideline. Good job to get the foot down. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The UMass offense returns to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they move the ball down the...
Turning it on! A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. UMass hoping that big run will give them some momentum. They want that clock to run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll give it to the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on 3rd down. Makes the catch. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking for the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The give on the inside. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. A 1st down for the offense. Red pass hits complete. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. To the air on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. He's taking a deep shot. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The quarterback takes a knee. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
and it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total.
Welcome to Detroit and Ford Field as we anticipate a terrific matchup in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the ACC, the UMass Minutemen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. UMass will kick off and we'll be underway. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Florida's offense will have the football first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week, because I think he understands.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
And the Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Now the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Quick strike complete. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Hunt is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Going right to work up top. Finds his tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. Fears the pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off play action. Right down the middle. Got his man. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense. To the air on 1st down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. They'll go right back to the run. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Touchdown, Minutemen! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Notre Dame escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think the Irish fans there today could have done without this one being so close. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride at the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators are threatening on 1st and goal. They just keep firing. Floats it out in space. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Gator! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. There he goes. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man on the right. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Bring in the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Here's the handoff. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run. The hand to the running back. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll call for the fair catch here. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pick off! What a play by this defense!
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Caught in the backfield, it's Davidson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Going to the running game. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it from the gun. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man quickly. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Dead center perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UMass offense returns to the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. To the ground with the back. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. The Minutemen needing just a few inches to convert on third down. They'll run the sneak for it.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Here's a heat. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys, too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Catch in the middle. It's Petty. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll run play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it all right. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll keep it himself. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Baylor sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Waco. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat, too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. UMass has a long, long way to go here on third down. He'll set up to throw. Sets up the screen. That's 20. He's got space. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. UMass will line up to punt it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They'll run this play from the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. They'll run for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Gives it on the option. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. The throw to the outside is complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gators with the 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Breaks into the open. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick release by the QB.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Give to the single back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
The Gators will kick it away to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to pass on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. UMass will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll go to the counter play. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Snags it over the middle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Gators really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Petty. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Quarterback on the move, still looking. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Everything broke down. The quarterback tried to bail them out, but he ended up making things worse when he fumbled.
Yeah, I like the quarterback and his athleticism, extending the play and at least giving himself a chance, but you got to finish. You still have to do a good job taking care of the football. That's priority number 1. He wasn't able to do that.
The UMass offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. UMass will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on first down. Gets it out quickly. Turning it on. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the defender. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. UMass mounting a threat from the red zone. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Finds his man in the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Trying to barrel in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on 2nd down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. The Gators are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Caught in the backfield, it's Petty. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. 2nd down coming up. Throw that one in there. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying to impose their will with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Gators will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Pushes ahead. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Huge play in the red zone. Third and goal coming up. Looking to throw. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he's already put 1 3-spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. He splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UMass offense returns to the field. They go to the ground.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. UMass will line up to punt it away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Quick handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. Second and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Pulls and fires complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. He's got it on the right. And the Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. The Gators are rolling down the field. Quick release on the RPO. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back gets the give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Surging forward on the sneak. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Petty. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. The give to the tailback. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Throw to the end zone. Picked off.
It is your job as an OC to be aggressive. I get that, but you can't be reckless. And once you've made one mistake already in the 4th quarter, you still got the lead, you might want to now start thinking about running some clock.
The UMass offense returns to the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. On the move is the 30. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. UMass quickly back to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Let's it fly. Soft spot in the middle. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Looking to throw on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Minutemen come to the line on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Right on target this time. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. As disappointing as this is, everything's still in front of this team. I mean, think back to 1983 Miami. Got blown out in the opener, but won the national championship.
You're absolutely right, Reese. Lots to play for here. And there's no doubt when you watch this team, they've got the talent to get it done. They got to execute better. They got to iron out some of these mistakes we saw here on the field today. But I think if this is a team, if they stay healthy throughout the course of the year, David, they've got a lot to play for this season.
Goodness gracious, I guess I'm the only one that caught the 1983 reference. I know you two guys were alive. I wasn't even alive yet. Good Lord, you guys are old. Like, this is a long time ago. Can you use a little better reference there, Reese Davis?
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the UMass Minutemen, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So UMass offense will have the football first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. But they've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game.
And the quarterback caught up to the red, sacked at the 12.
This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on first down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority number one, and they give up a sack on play 2.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. UMass will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Clemson's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Snap to the back. He's in open space downfield. He breaks a tackle. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to him on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Traore. Punts it out of the air. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They go right back to it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they get after the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Oh, that's a play you just love to have back. It's 3rd and 1. You're trying to take a shot. You're trying to take advantage of man coverage. But you've got to give your quarterback more time to get that ball out.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got a man. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down. UMass will line up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. On the run, it's Overton. Runs through the tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the...
There he goes! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Traore. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Got enough space. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. A 1st down run in the red zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the run, it's Allen. Oh, he's got some space. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
UMass comes to the line facing second and short. They'll go to the counter. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Looking to throw for it. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And we're even here in the first. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 11 over Charlotte. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Clemson jumps to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Back to throw. It's Traore. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Clemson will send the punt team out. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for room. It's Allen. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. UMass talked it over during the break, and now back to work here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. UMass will line up to punt it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Right back to the well. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They want to get this defense on its heels.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Clemson is quick to the line. Scanning the field, it's Traore. Got his man. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The UMass offense returns to the field. The give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Allen. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. UMass will line up to punt it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Looking downfield, it's Traore. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. They punted away on 4th down. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Wide receiver going in motion. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. He'll do it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. UMass will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Hand off from the shotgun. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the 2nd level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
fire. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Clemson jumps to the line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. First and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Getting it to the red zone is great. Getting it in the end zone, that's been a bigger problem. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's a bit of an interesting choice. You could break the tie with the field goal, but worst case scenario, you don't convert on 4th down, they're backed up in their own end. To the air, it's Traore. He wants it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
The UMass offense returns to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And down he goes back at the 3.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Excellent coverage that time, didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. They'll ride the hot hand. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by a field goal over Duke. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Beneath the shadow of Howard's right, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the top, looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. UMass will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The give to the back. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Slips away. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabs it in the middle. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Leaves it with the running back. And that's a very productive first down play of bringing up 2nd and 3. A lot of urgency for this offense. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Allen. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got him. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a man.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Clemson is quick to the line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to pass, it's Traore. The screen, he can go. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the move, it's Allen. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The offense in hurry-up mode.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Fires to the big fella. Oh, it's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. 2nd down, he'll throw it.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. UMass will line up to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they're going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
Dropping back, it's Traore. Spits it out to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Overton. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. The RPO, it's complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got the tight end. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. The Red Hawks of Miami are just steamrolling their way to victory. No way the experts saw this coming. A lead that just keeps growing and growing. They're up 14 over Akron. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. UMass will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Looks it in at the 40. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Clemson jumps to the line. Looking for a crease to the left. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Traore. Here's the pressure. This time it's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. No good. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Off play action on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Gonna run it. It's Allen. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. They're gonna ride this running back. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Traore. Gets rid of it. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Field goal is good. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner goes down. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He'll keep it himself. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Allen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it. stop him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
UMass will line up to punt it away. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. 1 more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on! Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Clemson is quick to the line.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the 4th quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. So now it's 2nd and long.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UMass offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes 1 play to get this thing picked up and going.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. UMass to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Allen. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. Now the play fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Converts on fourth down, still going. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Here's a heat. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. The Minutemen with a ton of work to do here on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Fires downfield. Working the middle. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UMass. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set. It'll be a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clemson jumps to the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wants to throw. It's Traore. Fires left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got his man on the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They have to do everything right.
Quarterback on the keeper. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UMass now faces a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Davis. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. High the chains now on 2nd and long.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Hauls it in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Wants to throw again. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. It's complete on the right side. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. Snapped it in the shotgun. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Minutemen. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about the dinosaur, the fullback, getting involved in this game in the passing attack? This is a guy that has really, really good hands, and this offense knows in these types of situations, if they can just find a way to get him involved, he can go score.
And guys, after failing to get to last time, they'll take the safe route. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Oxford for some time.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
They're up 14 over Akron. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They try to pop a run on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. 2nd and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Plows through the defense. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock, I like the decision by this offense.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Hey, a lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
Looking to throw on first down. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses, but this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to McGurk Alumni Stadium in Amherst, home to the UMass Minutemen. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the UMass Minutemen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Cavaliers will kick it away to start. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the UMass Minutemen head out on offense, and they'll take control first. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
UMass will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So Virginia's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Zings it complete to the right. There he goes. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Cavaliers will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The UMass offense returns to the field. They'll run play action. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Finds his big tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Grabbed behind the line. It's Allen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. UMass will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this?
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Going to the ground. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. Finds his big tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After that last completion, it's second down. On the run, it's Allen. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He'll pull it on the read. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on third and long. Sends it back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. UMass will line up to punt it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
The Cavaliers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Abdullah. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Abdullah. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Cavaliers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They're dealing with a second and long. The play action fake. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Cavaliers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his big tight end. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They'll give it to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. Trying to pound it in. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't move it a millimeter on that last play, and now they'll try it again on third and goal from the 1. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. That is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
The UMass offense returns to the field. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
It's another first down for the offense.
Fighting off the defender. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. And here comes the offense on second down.
Brings up second down.
Back to pass. Finds his tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Minutemen come to the line on third and short.
Brings up third down.
Right on the money. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
It's a turnover on downs.
And some room to work. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Facing a third down and short from the 26. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. They booted away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
UMass to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Snags a quick pass on the left. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league, so a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the ground, it's Allen. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Escapes the set. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. UMass will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll start this drive going to the air. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The defense out of sorts, and the head coach will use a timeout here. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Richard. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the 1st half.
Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. And it'll be down right there.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up in great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Picks up the first down, mark it at the 14 as they try to put up points before halftime. Got his man quickly. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll go right back to it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And the Cavaliers will punt it away on 4th down. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. UMass comes to the line facing 2nd and short.